Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Red Forest. I'm Peyton,
This is Adam.
and this is another segment in Off Topic Rambling. Go ahead, Adam.
What we do best.
Yep. Talk about pointless crap.
What makes it entertaining
Yeah. Yeah.
and useful.
It really
Gets the
depends.
brain juices flowing.
Brain juices.
Yes.
It's been a while since we've done one of these, but it feels good to go back to the bases every now and then. So, how are you been, Adam?
I've been great. Chilling.
Killing.
We're chilling, killing. Yeah, mostly just working, sleeping, just about.
Yeah, that's good.
What about
Anything that comes to your mind in the news or anything lately?
you? Oh, it's all the same stuff. Negative stuff.
Yeah.
All it is.
It's a very negative place to be at.
I mean, there's some positive things that come out of it.
Like what?
One, you stop watching the news, you have more stuff to do.
Okay, but what is something positive that the news...
I mean, well, like, they're, Jeff Bezos is Blue Origin?
His...
His space company?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that?
The one where his rocket looks like a schlong or something.
Yeah. But he's been in space a few times and taken people.
Didn't he take William Shatner?
I think it was.
Or what? Did he go with him? Or what did the guy from... Did he go with someone else? I didn't know if it was Jeff
somebody.
Bezos. I know William Shatner went to space. I just didn't know if it was with Jeff Bezos or someone else.
Let me look it up real quick.
All right. Makes sense.
William Shatner was Blue Origin.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for him. He's like 93 or something.
He actually started crying when he went.
Really? Wow.
He started crying because he'd never been to space, and he's been on all these shows about being in space, and he actually got to go, and he said just the feeling of being weightless.
Oh, really?
Said that's what one thing that did it for him.
Wow. I bet it's a very interesting thing to actually go to space.
I bet it'd be peaceful.
And I think it would be peaceful and frightening at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
At first. But over the more you're there, it's just the more you get calm to the feeling.
The thing that scares me the most about going to space is honestly just like if you're in the middle, let's say you'd be in the middle of the spaceship, but you have nothing to grab.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You're literally stuck there, and if you're stuck spinning in space, you won't stop spinning unless there's something that acts on it to stop you from spinning. So you'll constantly just be spinning.
So if you're still in the station, you'll feel fine unless...
You have something to grab onto to stabilize yourself, but without that, like if you're just in space in a spacesuit and you start going around, you won't be stopped unless you have something to stop you.
Yes, because a lot of people was lost at space and stuff. I bet that's a scary thought to slowly just basically starve to death.
Well, the thing...
Or run out of oxygen.
I've heard that, like, when you do,
mm-hmm.
people say, like, you run out of oxygen, but honestly, what I've heard, you don't even run out of oxygen first.
Really?
You freeze to death.
Oh, wow.
Because your spacesuit's insulating, but it's only insulating for a certain period of time. Like you start getting cold, and if you're drifting out in space, the further away from Earth you get, the colder it gets, and you actually will freeze to death before you run out of oxygen. But the thing is, when you freeze to death, you're going to fall asleep. And the same thing, if you run out of oxygen, you'll start falling asleep. So I feel like if you did die, it'd be peaceful.
But the thought process that's going through your head.
Yeah. Like there's nothing. And the scary part about it is, if you do start drifting out in space, most of the time there's no way for them to be able to get you.
No. And there's no way you can contact them unless you got your
I mean, I think you
radio.
have a radio, but it's
Yeah.
only a short. It's a short thing. So once you get so far out, you're just think not only that in space you ain't gonna be able to hear no sounds. Only thing you'll be able to hear is your own breathing,
Yeah.
and the static of the radio maybe. But besides that, nothing.
I wonder what went through the heads of a lot of the people that got lost in space. I wonder what was going through their heads.
At first, probably, oh crap!
So there's probably like their family and stuff like that.
I think eventually they'd probably become content.
Yeah, I
'Cause they
think you
know-
have to.
There's nothing you can do. You could fight all you want, but there's nothing you'll be able to do about it. So you
Mhm.
just
Like,
eventually
what
you just-
choice do you have?
and you probably just eventually just, you know, what my issue. Kind of, it's still space, but not about drifting off. My issue is if you're a spacesuit on and
Mhm.
your nose itches, that would bug me so much. Like you be going,
You just have to try your
and
best.
then
to
if you're
use-
drifting out in space, oh, you know you're going to die, but the whole time you dying, your nose is itching.
take your helmet off, scratch it, put it back on.
Just hold your breath.
If only that was true. Because, like, whenever I showed you the pictures of, whenever I went on a cruise, in Port Canaveral, they were the SpaceX, launching pads and a couple SpaceX, trucks and all that. That was shocking to see because it was in a crappy location. It's like Elon Musk said, "Can I have this little piece of land right here?" It's like,
Maybe they went out there because it is so not much traffic.
yeah, but it was like in the middle of, well, it's not in the middle, on the side of where they load cargo ships. So I mean it's an interesting location, but you could see like on the far other side you saw where NASA is, but it was pretty cool to see because there was a lot of like ash on the ground. I don't know if it's from where it
rocket.
malfunctioned or from the flames of the rocket.
I mean, either way, like, and my biggest thing with them, like a lot of people give them criticism.
Yeah.
You see the UN and celebrity stuff saying about, you know, they could be doing stuff on Earth, which is
That's true.
there is they could put their resources on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, the least amount of stuff we've done is got to do with space. Like there was a point where the space race, and if who could get to the moon first and all that, but then after that it died down, and we haven't really done much when it comes to space.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this will jumpstart the space, kind of like another space race, maybe against corporations, technically.
Kind of like the space race between Russia and America, but now we're just basically going against ourselves. So like we need competition.
There's no other competition. Like we need to make competition. Let's fuel money to these companies, help them out with their space.
Yeah.
Their space companies. So let's start the competition going. But I mean NASA, their budget got cut. I don't know how much constantly.
Yeah, it's been getting cut for years.
And it's like they can't do nothing. So this makes it where, SpaceX is kind of partnering with NASA to help get stuff started again.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, yeah, you can criticize them so like that, but they're doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not helping us on Earth, but I mean, this could make it where next thing you know, we're able to go like mine asteroids
Mm-hmm.
and bring those minerals back to Earth.
I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson that said we have a better chance to save the Earth that we have than to find another one. He said not saying it's not possible. It's just like we have the resources here. If we really changed how we thought on saving the Earth, then we could save it.
I mean,
But knowing the population, no one likes change.
And not even just that, but plus the thing about it, people ain't gonna stop having kids.
Yeah.
Just because if the world starts being overpopulated, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, I mean, I've always wanted a kid, and they're gonna have a kid no matter what.
But the thing about it is, like, a lot of people, or like most of the time when people have kids now, it's not because they even want one. It's because it was.
It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
And a lot of that takes in account. Kind of like that movie we watched, The Defiance. Like,
yeah.
You know how he said, like, there would be no. I think it was China that makes it restricted on how many.
They actually lifted that.
Oh, did they?
Here recently they lifted it, but they're thinking about bringing it back because the population is starting to. Because there was more girls, I think, than there was boys.
Oh, really? And they don't like the girls.
And they just said, we got to stop that. So everybody start having babies again. All you want.
Y'all start having boys instead of girls. It's like
if only we can. I mean, there might be ways. I've heard there's ways of trying to get that to happen. I'm not a doctor though, so I don't know. But I mean,
I think you can change it or stop it or something if it's not what you want. But I don't know. There's just big old science in just about anything now that really has no purpose. They could be using it for better things. But
like, I get back to the whole space thing. I get saving the Earth.
Yeah,
I get that. But also at the same time, think about what if a big giant asteroid's coming, and there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Well, yeah, I understand the point, but even if that was to happen, we really don't have the resources to create a ship like in the Passengers and stuff like that.
Yeah. But at the same time, we could be able to, like, let's say, if this asteroid, you could hide in the deepest bunker you want, and it's not going to help.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to split the Earth straight in half when it hits.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody on Earth is going to die. At least if we did explore space and maybe we had, not a whole lot of people, but we had, colonies maybe on different planets, colonized them slowly. At least the whole human race wouldn't die just like that.
So let's say, for instance, on the movie 2012, how everyone went to, I think, was it Russia or
Africa,
and got on these big aircraft.
It was. I think it was Russia.
Okay,
think. But I was thinking at the end, whenever the only place that's left that's uncovered is Africa. Part of Africa is the only place that was, because it was the only place left.
Yeah, and they were like this big aircraft carriers sort of thing.
It was like submarine everything. Yeah, it's weird.
But do you think that we actually have something like that? Mm-hmm. You think there's something hidden like that for?
Do I think there's something like that hidden?
Yeah.
No. Do I think it's possible to create?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially if every country came together to save people.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see on that movie, who was most of the people that got on there?
Wasn't it Russians?
Rich people.
Oh yeah, if you got money, you can easily get on.
They bought their way. Basically, they won the lottery to survive. Which that's what would happen. Honestly, I personally that is what would happen in real life. Mm-hmm. It would be doctors, which is reasonable. Doctors, scientists.
You need your doctors.
Stuff like that to carry on things. I get that 100%. But at the same time, if you have money, you could be providing zero any kind of benefit for them.
Mm-hmm.
But just because you got money, they're going to let you.
It doesn't make it right. No. Yeah. But
the average person wouldn't be able to get on there unless somehow they
needed them to.
But kind of like that Greenland.
Yeah.
Like there, it made more sense. It was just your social security number, and they just did a lottery kind of thing. they done that, but then they also did, which he was a engineering person, so they needed him.
Yeah, so it helped out his family.
Yeah, but then they kind of done lottery a little bit on people too, which kind of makes more sense because most people are fair shot.
Yeah,
trying to do it.
My opinion, if a big tragedy like that happens, like Joe Rogan made a point whenever I was watching his podcast, and he was like saying that how he was saying to his wife that they needed to go out and get guns and everything, get ammo and a lot of supplies just in case something happened, and she like brushed it off. Then COVID hit, and everyone was piling up at the ammunition, getting ammunition and guns and all kinds of firearms.
Get toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper. And she was like, I see what you were talking about now. It's like, it's crazy. Where no one's mentally prepared. Everyone goes into a panic. That's why I think, in a way, that the government really doesn't tell much stuff to the citizens, because if they started slowly telling everyone over time things, it would probably be a lot easier for everyone to comprehend. But something going from living your everyday life to boom, pandemic, everyone panics because, for one thing, it's something they're not used to, and they overthink it. Like, I need all this shit, and that's the scary part, is people who have money and scared because they buy up all the shit and left the people who struggle to get the stuff that they need, just the stuff they need, not the stuff they want, can't do it because of those idiots.
I agree. I mean, that's why, I think if there's anything taught anybody, one, be prepared for anything, which you can't be 100% prepared for anything, but you can be at least partially stuff that you can do yourself. And two, if a disaster or something happens, you can't count on other people.
No.
At all. Because, you see at the stores, people fighting each other over toilet paper.
Yeah, and they didn't even need it.
Food was running out or something.
Oh, yeah.
If there wasn't much food.
Probably kill someone over it.
Yeah.
Because you see how people are on just Black Friday and stuff like.
Yeah.
And you don't need this shit. You just want it. But some people have killed people over stuff like that, and that's ridiculous. No object is worth someone else's life, especially if they would have been honest and be like, okay, don't kill me, take it. No need to pull out a gun and shoot someone. It's people like that give people who want to have gun rights a bad name.
Because they're crazy people. And I mean, there's all kind of reasons for guns. There's reasons not to have guns.
Yeah.
Either way. But the issue is, all this stuff, nobody need guns. We would protect themselves if people weren't crazy.
Yes.
But a lot of times people do desperate things when desperate times.
Doesn't necessarily make it right, but...
No. But a lot of people say, well, I wouldn't do this during this time. Or
but you won't know.
In all reality, if your family's starving and there ain't much food left, and there's somebody that has a lot of food and they're giving you none,
yeah,
you're going to do whatever it takes to get your family some food. So, I mean, there's times that even if it doesn't make it right, some things you have to do. But, I mean, during a time like this, it ain't the end of the world right now.
No. Not yet.
So there's no reason people act crazy, and especially on Black Friday, there's no reason for that whatsoever. Which is why most places do it for a whole day instead of just for a little bit of time.
Because too many people was getting hurt and stuff like that. But it was funner back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
You wanted that TV, you better either be smarter, quicker, and no fighting skills. Or all three of those. If you want that TV, and just imagine right now, because they plan on doing the PS5 and Series X.
Oh wow!
Black Friday deals, bundles, and stuff on that. Imagine that.
I believe it.
You know how
when I
many
see it.
parents and how many other people that want one?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, for the scalpers might come out of the dark and go
Yeah,
in
it's
there
like,
trying to get them.
I need to get this.
They're going to come in with guns and just hold the place up and be like, "We're giving you the money.
Yeah.
We want the stuff. Just give us all the Xbox PlayStations. We'll leave you alone. We'll put the money on the table."
So, well, shit. Forgot what I was gonna say.
It's off topic, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Of anything and everything.
Oh, so whenever, like, one time during Black Friday, it was me and my brother. This when we were a lot younger. We were at the games and stuff, and so this was my first time at Black Friday. So I was kind of expecting it to, like, be as bad as everyone says. It wasn't that bad. Besides, as soon as they say go, my head gets slammed into the video game. Turns out the person who slammed my head in video game was my brother.
He's like, "That's mine."
He didn't know it was me. And I didn't. I was like, I was standing right next to you. Why did you do that? He's like, oh, I thought you were someone else. I needed to get a game and get out of there. I was like, well, you succeeded.
I mean, I remember like when me and you went to Black Friday at
Oh
Walmart.
yeah.
And literally as soon as, because I was getting that gaming PC,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as they said go, the thing was, whenever at the PC thing, not many people was getting that. So I was just like, everybody else was ripping things apart, trying to get stuff, and I'm just like,
Thank you. I'm done.
there's like one other person there. I mean, I've done it like when I went with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
My first time going Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad on certain areas.
Yeah.
And the thing that I was at, I got, and they was actually like, there was a guy there in front of me that was first, and they people formed like a little line to it. And the guy at the very front counted how many and said how many people should be in line, otherwise nobody else is getting it.
Oh,
Past
really?
this person, like he was like delegating, just a normal person, not even a Walmart employee, but like a normal person. And literally, he got his, put it under under between his legs,
Mm-hmm.
and held it there, and then he started handing them out to people, trying to like, be like, "Hey, don't act crazy," type thing. And it was fine. And then I got my foot ran over after I got it, and I was trying to find my sister, and everybody's running around like it's the end of the world. And then somebody ran over my foot with the buggy. It was an old lady, and she had nothing but a bunch of towels. So those towels, there's like really nice name brand towels or something.
Really?
That was like for like $1 a piece.
Oh.
And she had a whole buggy full. And she was just going through there, just going fast. At first, she probably ran people over and everything, but she ran my foot over.
She got her
Didn't
towels.
even look back at me. I was like, even old people are crazy during that time. She wanted those towels and she was going to get them.
By God, she got them.
I mean, it was, but now they're doing online stuff.
Yeah.
You can get everything you can get in the store. They have online, and they show how many they have in stock. My other sister, she doesn't go to Black Friday. She puts everything in the cart that she knows is going to be on a Black Friday sale, and then as soon as it's Black Friday, check out.
I mean, that's smart. I never would have thought of that.
And when she does it,
Does it actually work? It even puts the promos for
like,
this?
because the promo doesn't won't start until at that time, but she puts it in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And then after she puts it when she put it in the cart,
Yeah.
she doesn't check out yet. And as soon as it hits that time, right when she goes to check out,
Mm-hmm.
it shows the price updates. And she just orders everything. She ordered a TV, a laptop, everything through there. Just to get it done over with. And then it got shipped to the house.
I know, like, it was Black Friday, which technically was on Thursday. Well, it moved to Thursday because it was like Friday at 1 in the morning, but then it got moved to Thursday, like right after you eat Thanksgiving. Like, oh yeah, all right,
Time to go.
Pray, eat your food, and all right, see you. I gotta go to war.
You just put on the bandana and everything.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, but like, if you think about like at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
on a Friday, after you got in eating, most people are asleep because
Yeah.
they're full. So it kind of thinned the herd out a little bit for people that wanted to be there and wanted to get that stuff. And other people wasn't there. But like, just think that grandma,
Yeah.
do you think she spent time putting that food away?
No. She left that shit on the table.
Yeah, she's like, y'all eat your food. She just went out the back door, left, and put on her. She went to the storage building, put on her Rambo outfit, and then got in the car and left. And they're like, where's Grandma going?
She even brought her own cart.
she was ready. She built it and everything in the parking lot, just ready to go. I mean, people were just Black Friday shows how crazy people can be over stuff that they want and what they, like you said, stuff they don't even need, just that they want.
Yeah.
And they're willing to fight people. There's some good deals. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it's not worth killing someone over.
No.
Well, it depends on who you ask. Too.
Yes. There's some people. I need it. That new Call of Duty game, it's on sale. $49 saves me $10. Somebody takes that from me.
I'm killing them.
Their head's gone. I'm telling you, I need it. My son, he wants those new Beats headphones. They're on sale, $5 off. I'm getting them.
I think, remember when I got those, I think on Black Fridays, those crappy On ones?
Oh, yeah.
They were a pile of shit.
You literally tried them, you just threw them in the bag. It was like...
It's like...
And the thing was, they weren't even on sale, I don't think. They was out there like they was on sale, but they was the same price.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off. I was like, ooh, I've never seen these before. I remember trying them, and I'm not hard to please whenever it comes to sound and stuff like that. But when I put those in my ear, they were pure garbage. I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't like them, then they must be shit. Then
after that, we went to
Target
and GameStop and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah, we did go to GameStop. I completely forgot about that.
Because I got Modern Warfare
Oh, yeah,
for
you
PC.
did.
That they on sale for like $29.99.
Wasn't it just the code, too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because
They said they had a couple of the pre-order codes, so you got the extra stuff left because that's all they had left. So it's like I pre-ordered the game and I got the code for it.
Is that the farthest you went to go? I know some people that live here, they'll drive to North Carolina or something to go
know
buy.
where the best deals are at.
Yeah.
Then they got the coupon, so all of a sudden Walmart owes them money.
I'd like to go to Black Friday at Best Buy.
Yeah.
So that's something we need. Imagine Micro Center Black Friday. I wonder what that's like.
They have a lot of online deals.
Oh, okay.
For Micro Center. There's also a lot of deals that you can only get in the store.
Really? No. That kind of makes it.
We'll probably end up going. We might go.
Okay. I'm fine.
To Best Buy. Just tell the family, gotta go. I'll make my plate and leave. Eating the food on the way up there. I'll have the turkey in the back seat.
I had a customer that was talking about, I think it was yesterday, that one where I was there till 7, but he builds PCs. He built some of them, and he's never been to Micro Center, but he's been to like 2 or 3 places in Greenville, because there's Radio Shack apparently has some stuff in Greenville, which was surprising because, for one thing, Radio Shack.
Well, they went out of business.
Yeah, but there's one there, and Computer Pros, they have power supplies and stuff like that there. They have RAM and name brand stuff too, like EVGA and stuff, which was surprising around here because I think the closest you can get stuff like that is Best Buy, and that's not necessarily the best buy.
That's a real niche slapper. the thing is, it's the other thing about this too. Credit card companies.
Oh yeah.
Make a killing during Black Friday.
Oh, I
love
love
people. They spend their money on Thanksgiving,
and
then everybody's like, my credit card. I got $3,000 on there. I can buy a lot of stuff on Black Friday, and the credit company's like,
yeah, we get our cut.
Buy. They buy their mansion just off the interest. Everybody gets a mansion that works there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think they even have like deals like on Hulu and stuff. I think it was a Black Friday deal where it was $2 a month for their
Oh yeah.
their membership for a year, then that goes away. And I mean, $2, like you find $2 for a month to do that.
What you miss like what, maybe a large drink from McDonald's, large soda from McDonald's.
Yeah.
One time a month.
One time you go out and eat at like Texas Roadhouse or Applebee's or stuff. All right, I'll take a water today.
Go take a water. Why is that, sir? Hulu.
Hulu membership.
Hulu membership comes. I'm a top budgeter. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of times they show the Black Friday deals sometimes like a month in advance.
Yeah.
And everybody's already ready. They know what they're going to get.
I remember last year I was looking at the Black Friday deals and it was, and I thought I was looking at the right one, but it turns out it was deals from year before that, because I was like, this stuff looks pretty old. Why are they still selling this? Like you can't really tell with TVs and stuff, but as soon as you get to the games and the movies, I was like, that movie's been out for about 3 years. What?
PlayStation 2, $199.
Wait a minute, something's not right.
NES.
Oh yeah,
NES.
Super Nintendo and stuff like that.
$50.
That's a steal. But I don't know.
It's Black Friday. It just, if you think about it though, a lot of the stuff they sell on Black Friday is stuff that they're just trying to get rid of anyways.
Yeah, but in a way, like Black Friday, Cyber Mondays turned into a part of Black Friday. It basically, it starts on Friday and continues through Monday. And
it's a good way for people that...
Yeah, but you have to make sure you have more in stock so people can get it, because a lot of that will go like in the first 5 minutes. If
they
you
clear
order
their warehouse out for all the old stuff when they get new stuff in.
Yeah. I think the online thing is mainly for people that really don't care to wait, especially if it's for Christmas. It's like, they can wait. I don't need to bust my ass to go get it.
I heard Walmart and stuff's going to be closed on Thanksgiving now. Now that they ain't doing Black Friday.
I don't think so.
That's what I heard.
It's like
somebody.
That on Black Friday, that's their busiest day of the year. Literally every single person works. If you call out, used to you get fired.
Mm-hmm.
And which is kind of ridiculous. But if you're sick, you come in anyway.
Like, just think, like COVID. I'm out with COVID.
Too damn bad. Put on a mask. Put on a hazmat suit. We have hazmat
I need
suits.
you here. Just everybody just in hazmat suits and everything. Like, did they have Black Friday last year?
Mhm.
It's weird, like, if you think about it, like with everything going on.
I forgot. I keep forgetting about it last year.
Like, if you think about it, with COVID and everything, it's like we're gonna close everything down. But Black Friday, still
They did have Black Friday because well, I didn't go. We didn't go to last year, but did we? No, we didn't. But I ordered some stuff online. That's where I got the TV stand. I bought it Black Friday because it was $20. Yeah, especially for 65.
I'll probably get me a new TV or something.
I don't blame you.
Friday.
Where you gonna put the old one in here or something?
Yeah.
Or give it to your mother or something like that.
I and my mom, the new TV that I bought.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice of you.
When we moved out, I was like, the room ain't big enough for a big TV. I was like, there you go. I'll just take your old TV, which it wasn't not even an old TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's TCL TV, but TCL,
yeah,
they're good TVs. I mean, for the price, you get a 4K, and it's not like Hisense or on, their 4K isn't really 4K.
Yeah,
looks more like 360p on most things, but TCL, the speakers are pretty good in them.
I hear good things about their phones too.
TCL?
A lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they make phones.
Yeah, they make phones.
Wow.
Yeah, because literally I had two people come in and say, we need your TCL phones. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
You mean TVs? We don't sell TVs here.
It's like, and he showed me one. I was like, I'm sorry, we don't sell any here. It's like,
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, a lot of people like them. It's basically your Android phone, but of course, if it ain't an Apple. That's what it is. It's an Android. If I was to switch to Android, I'd probably get the Galaxy Flip.
That's what my sister has.
Does she like it? The Flip or the Fold?
She okay, so her main phone is the Fold. And then the company phone she has is the Flip.
She has.
She has two.
Now
Best Buy has them.
Now the Fold is a little bit over. That's not a bad look.
Look at it looks too. Like, I mean, it honestly looks like the
Looks like
the Samsung, the ones that with the screens on the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Those. That's what it kind of looks like.
It kind of looks like, to me, it kind of looks like those M1, OnePlus.
Mm.
I can't remember the name of it.
I think this is a typo.
Is it expensive?
It says it's a TCL 20S.
20.
So it's an S20. So you can use my homework to make it look like your own.
Yeah.
With 128 megabyte memory.
Megabyte? That can't be right. If so, that's not shit.
That ain't enough for a photo nowadays.
Mm-hmm. I was about
But
to
it says capital MB.
Wait. Maybe it's mega. Maybe they misspelled and was trying to put megapixels.
128 megapixels though.
I mean,
That
the Ultra is 100 times zoom.
yeah, but like this is only $249.
Okay, yeah.
I doubt they probably put
Okay.
that or the whole $249 is just for the camera itself, nothing else. Maybe it is. I mean, it's not a bad looking phone. Oh. That's four
Oh wow.
cameras on the back.
That's good. That's not bad. It's probably
Look at the flash.
how it
That's
goes down.
yeah, vertical. That ain't bad. Like, it's not a bad looking phone. It looks, to be honest with you, if I seen this, I think it was like a Samsung,
Yeah.
except for the
Obviously.
back of it.
Yeah, because it has that matte one side of it.
And they make a cheaper one.
Do they?
Track phone has a TCL A3
Track
phone.
phone. Wow. I thought they went out of business. I'm surprised they're still in business.
Alcatel, you know Alcatel?
Yeah, yeah. We
This
have
is
a couple that are flip
TCL.
phones. Is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Thing.
Yeah, we sell the flip phones of those.
I think it's gigabyte because I'm looking at their other phone. And it's 128 gigabyte. Thing it was just with 128 gigabyte memory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
has
just
to
a
be.
typo. Like, I mean, this one that's $370. It's got the fingerprint on the screen.
I don't like the fingerprint on the screen.
I mean, I'm okay with it. My issue is like, especially with wearing masks and stuff like that
Yeah.
right now, it's kind of hard
Mm-hmm.
to have Face ID
Yeah.
when you're wearing a mask.
We haven't worn masks in months.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Well, in public we have. You
in
probably
public
have.
we do, but
Yeah, at
like,
work we don't.
yeah, my job doesn't. They say if the customer asks you, will you put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I'm not gonna say no. If you want me to put it on, I'll put it on. But like, when it comes to like just us at the store, we don't do it because if one of it gets sick, we're not at work
Yeah.
automatically.
Like
They force us.
yeah,
They
but
don't care if
they
you
also
have a sniffle.
they they also haven't mandated the vaccine for y'all yet, have they?
They just changed it to
We won't pay if you.
if you get it, we ain't gonna
We-
pay you, which is I mean,
I get it.
yeah,
I get
I
the
mean it's a
point.
good way instead of them saying you have to get the vaccine. All of a sudden, they lose people.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
this ain't even bad. It's got the fingerprint on the back, but it's got 4 cameras, and it's
I've
only
seen that.
$179
$179. That's
on
not
Amazon.
bad. It's not bad at all.
LCD display, 48 megapixel quad rear camera system with 6 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh, well, yeah.
There's
that's not
one
bad. Does it have an OLED screen?
TLC or TCL. No, whatever it is. It's it's a LCD. Sorry.
LCD. I was like, you're saying the name of the brand.
But I mean that's not bad. And they
No,
like
that
that
ain't
one,
bad.
the One Plus.
Oh yeah,
Those phones?
OnePlus.
Like they have one phone that's 12 gigabytes of RAM.
I think the Ultra has 12 gigs of RAM. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think
But
it's
it's like over $1,000.
1,200.
Yeah, but the One Plus, if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken, it's only like $600.
That's not bad then.
Like it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a 4K screen.
Yeah.
Their newest one, I think one of them has a 4K screen. Might all be for the 600. It might be close to 1,000 for the 4K screen.
Prices for phones are outrageous right now. You know how like Apple had the SE, the original SE that was like a 5, I believe, 5S.
Oh yeah, the 5S. It was like different They had different colored ones.
Mm-hmm. No, that was the C, the iPhone C. Then they had the
iPhone SE.
iPhone SE, which was like a 5 with upgraded internals, and they did the same thing with the 8, I believe. I think it was the 8, and now they have that one as their SE.
The SE has the iPhone 11 chip.
Yeah, iPhone 11 chip.
Which is, for the price,
Mm-hmm.
you can't beat it.
No.
The screen, like I got my mom the
Mhm.
iPhone SE, the new one, and it was only like $200, which you can't beat for an
No, that ain't
iPhone.
bad.
An iPhone's gonna last you a good while.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom doesn't do much on the phone, so it's gonna last her 10 years.
I don't know about that.
I mean, she doesn't do nothing with it.
When did I know, well yeah,
But she started learning how to use FaceTime.
I saw there was a woman that came in and upgraded from a 5C to a SE, and I was like,
it's simple. It's got the
but it was surprising to actually see one of those again because I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's old.
I mean, there's some people that have the iPhone 4.
Yeah, I don't know how they use it because I mean the Apple's about to stop pushing updates to the 6, and that was like their top selling phone because they got to a bigger screen.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also the phone that also had, well, with the Plus, you had the bending and all that. But
overall, iPhone's good.
I think the next phone that they'll turn into the SE will probably be the
13 maybe.
No, not 13. I think they'll turn the XR into the SE because it'll be the first one with a swipe up screen and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Like I said, my mom just learned how to use FaceTime video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She calls me on FaceTime video all the time. Instead of actually just calling me
Uh-huh.
or text me, she uses FaceTime video.
I know a lot of people do that. She just wants to see you.
I was just like, yeah. Uh-huh.
What you do? Work?
Like, I'll be at work and she'll call and I'm just like, I'm on the computer just typing something up, and next you know she's calls and I'm just in there, I'm just typing away as she's talking. I'm just, what are you doing? At work. Doing my job. Trying to make some money. She's like, oh, okay, I was just calling to see how you was doing. I'm like, well,
I'm good.
I'm good. How you doing? Just sitting here watching TV.
Bless her heart.
Then she'll, I'll say, oh yeah, I'll talk to you later. And I'll continue typing up, and she'll put the phone down.
I won't forget to hang up.
The next thing you know, 20 minutes later, when I realized it, and I'm like, what's that sound? And I look down, the phone's just sitting there up at the ceiling, and I'm hearing the TV going. And I'm just like,
Bless her heart.
how about, hey, Mom? She goes, huh? Who's there? And Ali was like, you forgot to hang up. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. And instead of saying bye to that, she hangs up. I'm like, okay.
Oh my.
It's funny. It's funny. It's kind of adorable watching older people learn like newer technology.
Yeah.
Because they don't know nothing about it. Because they're used to the older stuff, and the older you get, the more content you get with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just like, oh, I'll stick with this. And all of a sudden, when somebody gives them a newer of anything, like a smart TV.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every TV now is a smart TV.
That's
you get
true.
the real cheap ones. Older people, They're like, I've had people call into work and be like, you got one of those smart TVs? I'm like, which one are we talking? LG, Samsung? They're like, I just need a smart TV that does like that Netflix and stuff. And I'm like, what's your price range? They're like, I don't want to spend too much. I'm like, well, maybe go with this one. So, yeah, okay, we can do that. And then you get to their house. Then you spend an hour
showing them how
to do stuff, and then they call the next day wondering how to get to Netflix. And you're like, and you can't get mad at them because they sincerely don't know how to do it. They're not stupid. They're just not caught up with the time.
Yeah.
It's the younger people that call and say, I said, do this. And you're like, dude, you're like 23.
Yeah.
You should know how to get to Netflix by now. Your kid probably knows how to get to Netflix, and you don't.
That's one thing that I like. Whenever I worked at a different job, I asked people, "Do you have a smart TV?" And this is exactly what they say every time. Well, it's smarter than I am. I was like, okay.
Well, I understand.
There's a lot of people that right now, if they have Verizon, they are, because Verizon's about to cut off all their 2G towers.
Mm-hmm.
So we tell people, if you have a 2G phone, then you're going to have to upgrade to a 3G flip phone if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people will, especially mainly older people, if you have a 3G phone, most likely you're old. 2G. Oh, no, they're about to cut off 3G, not 2G. 2G's gone, I think.
I remember 3G.
Yeah.
When I was real young. Trying to load up internet on that,
on
the browser.
Yeah, it's not good.
Took you forever to do. I grew a beard before Google loaded up, just the main search thing.
But there's a lot of people that will upgrade from a flip phone to a smartphone and not have any idea how to use it. I had a old, bless her heart, she was very old. She came in today and she was wanted me to set up her voicemail for her. I was like, okay. Usually we charge for that stuff now, but I'm not going to charge her for that. Bless her heart.
It's
something like that.
Like 20 or 30-year-old, and they don't accept the voicemail. I'm charging you.
Yeah, it's like, you should know you. That's one thing that my argument is for a lot of people is they come in and ask these questions that I would Google first before I go in anywhere. Like, you have a smartphone. You can get on Google. Look it up.
Yeah. And they spend the gas.
Yeah.
Just to go up there, just ask you a question that they could have had in 2 minutes.
Yeah. But with that old lady, she was, so I went to her voicemail and stuff like that, and it kept saying, missed call greeting, as what voicemail you got your greeting and you have your missed call greeting or something like. I don't know why it said greeting, and it just confused her. She was like, do I need to set one up, a greeting and one of those? I was like, no, you don't have to. And she was like, oh, okay. But she kept asking questions, so it's kind of hard for me to focus on the phone and hearing what it's saying when I have her asking me a question. And I said, let's do one thing at a time. But they really don't understand whenever you tell them that, because they still have to get out what they have to say.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, I'm not being rude. Let's just focus on your voicemail. That's the only thing you need, correct? He's like, yes, okay. All right, let's stick to that.
Yeah. I've done with people typing up an agreement, and they'll ask all this stuff. Like, well, how much is this price on this couch over here? And I'm like, so I'll go over there, look at it, and tell them, how much would that be if I added on to that? Well, I haven't even topped up your first thing yet. I can't, I'm not a calculator and just tell you right off the top of my head, and I'll be doing it on my, I'll do that, and they've caught me doing that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a customer has. And I'm like, and they'll ask questions, what do you mean,
I'm sorry, what?
And I'm like, I apologize. What did you say? And they literally asked to go to where the bathroom was.
Oh.
And I went, and I'm like, But there's a lot of people there's some people that come in and they're just like, hey, I want this. That's it. They don't ask questions. And then some of them are like 2 minutes after me getting everything topped up, but then just 2 minutes after they're there, and I'm getting something topped up. How long is this going to take? And I'm like,
Oh God.
it takes a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to get everything set up
Yeah.
and get everything done. Like, it ain't just going to be you're in and out in a minute. Like,
Yeah, we have a thing where, if they're getting new service with us, you give them the option to, most time, if they have a smartphone, I let them do it. Is I put in their number or their Google account, and it sends a notification to their phone, and they'll fill out all the information of social security number and address and stuff like that.
we just started that actually at work too.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
It's very convenient.
No longer using no paper
Yeah.
order forms anymore.
Yeah. I think the only thing we use for paper is to write down the information to show them,
Mhm.
but that's it. Everything else is done digitally.
Except for the elderly people.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, we don't have a thing now to do that. Like, writing down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, if we have to, people, they have a flip phone or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to do all that, we have to literally go onto the Rent-A-Center website and put all the information in like they're doing it themselves online. Just to...
It's a bit anti-consumer, don't you?
Yeah.
Well,
But,
I
I mean,
guess not.
a lot everywhere is going digital.
Yeah.
And then they don't care about all the elderly people.
But the thing about it is, the world is not ready for everything to go digital yet. You still got a lot of people, especially with banks and stuff, everything's moving digital. So a lot more people don't even need to take their check to the bank. They just scan it and move on with it. But a lot of old people don't do that. Like, for instance, like with us at least, like most people that come into the stores are bill pays. And it's literally the same thing, but everything that we do, they can do it at the house on the computer or on their phone themselves. And I just don't understand it. Like, you know how much, and auto pay, we can't set them up on an auto pay, but they can. There's a lot of stuff that we can't do now because apparently with COVID and stuff like that. So security reasons and stuff like that.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I get while they do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the world's just moving faster. Like, they think customers want to get in, get out quick. And there's a lot of them that do have busy schedules. They just want to get everything done and just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a lot of people that like going into places, like talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Getting
they
to know them.
get to know them, stuff like that, and everything. Usually the older people.
Yeah, because they're lonely, for one thing.
And they just want somebody to talk to while they're getting everything done. And they'll spend I've had people spend 2 hours in there.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get everything settled for them, get their delivery date, get everything done. And all of a sudden they'll be walking around asking questions, and then sit there and watch the TV.
Oh, bless
And then
them.
get up. Y'all have a nice day. Like, you too. And just walk out. And they come back in the next day asking more questions. Just to sit there, watch the TV,
And leave again.
and make it a routine. I'm like, ain't gonna hurt us any. You
No.
can do it. You can do it all you want. That's fine. But the issue is when they ask questions all the time, you're like, we're busy. All this stuff. You ain't getting nothing else.
Mm-mm.
You're just here to talk to somebody, and believe me, if there was nobody else here, or we weren't busy, I'd be more than happy to talk to you.
Yeah.
But I got a job to do, I got stuff I got to do, and I don't want to be rude to you.
Yeah.
But at some point I'll tell you, hey, I can't talk to you right now.
Yeah, I can understand that, but
It is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
the world is definitely moving along. If you like it or not, that's the bad thing.
Yeah.
It's going either you're going to move with it, or
You basically get out of the way and watch everything pass you.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't necessarily like that. I don't like how people get left in the dark and stuff. But there's nothing really you can do about it.
Oh,
You
no.
just got to move forward.
And the best you can. And eventually, we're gonna be those old people.
Yeah.
They'll be all grumpy and
I
everything,
understand.
and just we ain't want to know what technology is. By the time we're 50, technology right now versus when we're 50
Mm-hmm.
is going to be completely different.
Yes.
And honestly, we're going to have a hard time learning.
Yeah, but
that.
like I'm having a hard time now on some things.
I mean, there's some old people that still they're like 80, 90 years old and they
Yeah.
are good with technology and everything. Like there's that old lady that plays Skyrim.
Yeah.
She records herself playing Skyrim in live streams on YouTube.
Yeah, she says she's not that good at it, but she enjoys it.
Yeah, she just enjoys it. And she calls everybody that watches her kids.
Oh.
That's what she does. She goes, how are my kids doing today when she's live streaming? So like that. People watch her, not because of the game,
Just her.
kind of like companionship.
Yeah.
Over the thing and do that, and she'll read the comments and everything. And they'll ask her for advice in life.
Oh.
And she'll give the advice for what she's learned. And she'll just play the game. And she's beat the game I don't know how many times. But she continues, just goes back to the game, which is why they're putting her in the new Elder Scrolls games.
That's good. How old is she? In her 70s?
Yeah, I think she's like 70 or 80, something like that. And that's like, can't tell you her grandkids or her kid probably set up,
Yeah.
help her set up everything. But she does everything and just plays. That's all she plays. They've asked her, hey, will you play this game? Play the game. She goes, I want to enjoy it. I know this game. I enjoy this game.
A lot of people push stuff off that they want to learn until they're very old because I think it's because it's like I've been alive this long and I haven't learned how to do this. I better learn now before I lose my chance. I could say I learned this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it really don't matter after you pass, but when you're long gone and you're in heaven or whatever you believe in, you can say like I learned that. I remember that and stuff like that. You can see everyone else's perspective while you're up there.
And I mean, and also like if another thing with it, a lot of people, you said they wait till they're in their 50s, 60s, something like that, to try to learn stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. You never have time to learn stuff when you're younger.
Yeah.
Like they say, make time. But alright, you have to work. You got to pay bills. You got to do stuff you need to do to survive in life.
Yeah.
And you might not have that time to do all that extra stuff, to
No.
learn the extra stuff. And that's what's bad about when you retire.
Yeah.
And when you're 60. And yeah, when you're 60, you can still do stuff.
Just not as much.
But like, some people don't retire till like 70 or 80, depending on their job. And it's like, you don't have time doing nothing. And it's like, when you think about it, you should be enjoying your life more when you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe working when you're older. Because at that point, it's just enjoy your life while you can. Most people, when they're older in their retirement, they're sitting at home.
Yeah, a lot of
just eating food
and
watching TV.
Whenever you're younger, a lot of people say, "Well, you're young, you can do this." I don't like that saying. It's like you're young, you can do it. Just because you're young doesn't give me immunity. There's some things even young people can't do.
But I want to go climb Mount Everest.
Yeah,
To an old person.
you probably
You're
don't.
young, you can do it, and it's like,
What?
what?
I
I
die.
I get out of the chair and I'm out of breath. What do you think I'm gonna be able to climb Mount Everest? Oh, you can do it.
There's one conversation I had with my dad. This is a bit off topic, but that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a conversation. I think I've explained this to you before. Like, me and my dad had a conversation about I brought up the conversation. Obviously, my dad wouldn't done that, about men's mental health. And, like, the biggest problem with men's mental health is not the women, it's the men. Because the men is what actually makes it a lot harder for a guy to express his feelings and stuff like that. and I am a firm believer in like men's mental health and stuff like that, because there's a lot of guys that ignore it. Like, if something bothers you and stuff, you're be told, be a man, get over it.
Like the thing, be a man.
Be a man. Which, all that's just jokes. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it doesn't. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, go build a house, be a man.
Like, whenever he said, like, when you're working on a car, chuck a fucking Rich across the room, be a man. But whenever, because I told my dad, I was like, I know, like, how he was raised, and a lot of I've never heard him once say, like, I feel down today, I'm depressed, today's just not my day, or anything like that. Never heard that from him. And I told him, I was like, there had to be a day that you felt that way. You've been so used to not expressing your feelings that you don't know how to. And he said, I don't think I've ever felt like that. And I said, I don't believe you, because everyone feels like that. You can't go through life without saying, like, I've never been depressed. Everyone, like, if you haven't, then I'm surprised. But it's a tough conversation, because you're a man, you have to be tough. But I think it was like Joe Rogan said, like, soft men make hard times, hard men make soft times, and so on and so forth.
It
and
just keeps repeating.
Yeah, and it's a good point, because it's kind of hard to be a man nowadays, because especially in this kind of society where you just want to be accepted for who you are.